Let's now turn off that cathane grid. And, okay, here's the space station. We're going to want to do our alignment burn. Actually, why don't we set the space station? Actually, that's you. Let's set the space station. Return to sender. Fuel station set as target. Let's go ahead and set an alignment burn here. Actually, let's save a little bit of fuel by burning out to here. And then we'll do our alignment burn here. Or you know what? I want to do it the other way around. Let's burn here to go out. That looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit farther, although we'll touch it up as the time comes. And then we'll do an alignment burn out here. That way we'll save a little bit of fuel by doing the alignment burn slightly farther away from the planet. Okay, so we're going to get aimed at the right direction. Our electric charge is not going down currently, which is good. Looking good, looking good. I guess we're close enough to it that it didn't put the alarm in. Not a big deal. It's only a 3-second burn. So let's go ahead and crank up time here. Now we are going to add about 2 seconds. I'm just going to pump up the volume here and... There we go. That should be pretty much perfect. I'm just watching this. Getting it perfect. Okay, there we go. Now, here we'll do our alignment burn. Whoops. Double click on the moon, so that's what we're looking at. Let's get this guy actually on our node here, and then we need to burn south. It's pretty much perfect. Negative 0.2. Was it not? Okay, alarm clock, you are annoying. Okay, normal, we need to go plus on the normal a little bit. Negative 0.1. Let's go plus on the normal one more. And now it's negative 0.1, so we need to go minus on the normal. 0. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go a little bit minus on the time. Just good enough. Okay, and that'll give us a 10,000 by 7,000 orbit, which is pretty good. And eventually we'll have a near encounter. Eventually we'll get a nice sunrise here. There's our sunrise. Bill, the consummate professional, knows exactly what to do. Something tells me this 2 hours is completely wrong. Where are you, Bill? Yeah. What the hell? It says it's 2 hours away. How many orbits is that going to be? Okay, tell you what, let's just crank up time and get him around the other side. Okay, we are nearing the node. It says we're an hour and 27 minutes away, but we know better than that. We're just going to burn when we get close to it, like say here. Yeah, I'm very confused about why it's doing that. I'm just going to do what it says, or what it said we should do, and then call it good. We are now aligned, and now we just need to wait until we have an encounter. Hopefully that alarm will work. On orbit 2, we'll be 26 kilometers away. That's perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do, though, is we're going to add an alarm. How far away are we from this? 22 minutes. So we're going to set an alarm for 25 minutes before that. That way we can fiddle with it on the other side of the orbit. And how far away is that? 39 minutes from now. That actually sounds correct. We don't want this alarm anymore. Okay, so now, tell you what, let's do. Let's land, let's go ahead and switch to this guy. This is the ship you never actually saw. This was the slideshow ship. He's sitting here in this crater. So let's do one. Nope, I didn't set up those for. Let's go ahead and observe that and transmit, and observe that and transmit. Yeah, we got plenty of science to be done down here. Might as well do something while we're waiting. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't do that. Let's go ahead and observe and transmit, and then we're going to speed time up a little bit. And observe and transmit. Let's jump to ship and restore target and delete on close. Okay, delete on close. I already said that. Okay, now we've got a near approach, which really isn't that good of an approach, to be honest. We are... Looks like we're getting a lot closer to it than we... Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, it's here. So let's add a maneuver to bring these together here. Actually, this might be a better approach right here. Yeah, 0.5 kilometer. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to do that burn there. It's in 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Well, it's in 6 minutes and 50 seconds. But the alarm's in 3 minutes. Whoa, crazy time. How are we doing on fuel, by the way? Yeah, it takes about a quarter of your fuel to get the fuel off the planet. That's really sad. I could probably have a more efficient booster once I get the LVNs. Things will get a little bit better. That's probably what I'm going to research next, because my next goal is to get Cathane on Minmus. And Minmus is really the actual Cathane base that I'm going to be working on. Okay, delete on close. This is going to be a tiny little burn, so I'm just going to go right up to about a second or two before. This maneuver node I actually want to follow as close as I can, which makes it really hard to do with that. Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get more than that. Okay, what are we? 0.5 kilometer, that's perfect. 2 kilometers, that's less than perfect. 0.4, perfect. Okay, is this one any better? Yeah, no, this is it. Okay, so I'm going to actually now put a maneuver node here, just so we get an alarm. 43 minutes from now. So, let's crank up time here. And we're going to slowly catch up to our target. If we do this, there's our space station we're chasing. Where is it? There it is. .7, 2.0, and we're done. Okay, close the alarm. We are now, yeah, see, but we're barely moving at all in relation to the station, which is awesome. So we're basically done spending fuel, which is cool. Now we're just going to let them catch up to us. And oh, there, you know, we can actually see structure. Okay. Don't need to actually kill our velocity. All we need to do is get ourselves aimed at them. Which is that. Now we're heading towards them. Now we're going to spin around, and when we get really close. We'll kill our velocity and then switch over to RCS. And be done. And that's the wrong ship. That's... Well, you know what? While we're here, we might as well transfer crew. Okay. So, Bill, get out. Can't believe I didn't pay attention to. I thought specifically I had selected that station. But I guess not. And I'm not 100% sure this ship has any fuel in it. But I guess we'll find out in a second here. Okay. Bob, Jebediah, and Nuzor. Nuzor, get out. And go back to Bill here. Okay, now back to Nuzor. Where's your ship, Nuzor? There it is. Go ahead and head on over there. Yeah, this kind of stuff is what you missed when I failed to record correctly before. You missed a lot of orbital maneuvers, jumping around. I'm going to turn on the lights because I don't know where the door is. There we go. Okay, Nuzor. You are now in your ship. Let's... First of all, let's... How much fuel do you guys have? Yeah, you have enough to... I must have done that. I think I actually... Yeah, 1,000 Delta V should get me back to Earth. Kerbal, whatever. So, Nuzor, now, you need to actually go to the station, which is over here. So let's set that as a target. And our closest approach is coming up. I wonder if we can make that better. Okay, we've now passed this maneuver node. I think we're just going to have to burn at it. We're just going to have to eat the fuel cost. I don't want to deal with figuring it out. So, let's go ahead and aim at that fuel base. And we'll get up to about, let's say, 100 meters per second, maybe 50. This is horribly fuel inefficient. Whoa! It's especially horribly fuel inefficient if you overshoot. Okay, good. We didn't overshoot at least. Okay. No harm, no foul. Okay, so let's get ourselves actually aimed at the base. Okay, then we're going to back up to it. This is what I was planning on doing last time. This is why I built this ship this way with the docking port on the bottom. Because basically we're going to back up to this guy. Although we're not actually coming at him very closely, but what are you going to do? We're going to back up to this guy, slow down. And when we've killed our velocity... Okay. Switch to the base. Let's go ahead and set this as our control from here. We will set this as our target. And then aim at him slowly, because we don't have very much control on this thing. Turn on our SAS to maintain our heading once we get it. Ugh! Come on! Okay, now switch back to our ship. Control from here. Now, actually, did that turn off my engines? Yes. Yeah, I set 0 to turn my engines off. So this is our target. That way I don't accidentally thrust up doing this. Now I'm going to get aimed at the station. I'm going to turn on my RCS. And then we are going to... Let's get going a good 5 meters per second here at him. And ideally, we're just going to hit him. I say ideally because I doubt that'll actually happen. But it would be pretty darn cool if it did. And so far, things are looking pretty good. I'm just watching the nav ball. Not really paying that much attention to what's on the screen. But we might as well watch it here. Actually, I think we're pretty much got it. Yeah, the problem is this, this ship is a lot heavier than 2 RCS thrusters can really handle. See, I'm aimed in the right direction, but I think my thrusters are set up poorly. I think I might have them at odds with each other. But I can't tell that. This is much easier with lighter craft. Okay, I've turned off my SAS. And I'm seriously passing by it? This makes no sense. This is exactly perfect. I don't understand what's going wrong. I've never had this much trouble docking before. I'm not a master of the art of docking, but I hate to do it, but I'm switching to chase mode. AKA, I can't actually do this on my own mode. I don't know what will. Okay. Jeez, that was painful. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's unload some fuel here. We might not be able to unload a lot of fuel. We're going to have to actually send up another fuel ship. But... oh yeah, we got plenty of fuel to give to him. Let's... yeah, that's definitely... I don't think that's enough fuel to get back down to the surface. But it's good enough for now. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Okay, back to our intrepid explorers, Build, Bob, and Jeb. Fuel lifter and return to sender. Let's set him as our target. Now let's actually switch to him. Okay, Bill, Bob, and Jeb, you're not all in here, so one of you is in here, which would be bad. Jeb, get out of the wrong ship. Let's let go. Let's get you in the right ship. Because this is the ship. This here is the capsule that has the parachute on it. And is actually going to go back into the atmosphere. This is going to all crash. Along with, sadly, this. But hey, what are you going to do? Okay, let's plan our return trip here. Somewhere around here, we should probably burn. We should kill this maneuver node and start a new one. Okay. That would do it, but we can be more efficient than that. Periapsis of 30 is pretty much perfect. I think that is actually an ideal ejection. It is a 265 meter per second burn. We have well more than that. Note to self, 1,000 is way too much. I was thinking lifting off of the surface of the moon, but obviously we don't need to do that because we're already in orbit. Okay, it is 21 minutes away. We have a 18-minute fuel window, so let's go ahead and crank up time until we get there. Close the alarm. I don't know. Okay, 30-second-ish burn, so let's go ahead and crank up time until we get to 15 seconds or so. Well, let's just go ahead and go. Don't really need the maneuver node anymore. One thing I've learned is to not screw around fiddling with the maneuver node when you're just going to delete it anyway. Get you guys down to 30. Okay. We don't need this anymore. And now we want to add a periapsis node. Oh, we can't do that because we'll have to wait until they're out of the sphere of influence, which apparently auto recalc detect and add alarms for sphere of influence changes. I must have lost my settings somehow, probably when I ran out of hard drive space. Yeah, and we want to pause the game when we have a sphere of influence change. So in an hour and 33 minutes, these guys are going to do that. And let's close that. Okay. Might as well watch the moon go away. Whoa, craziness. You guys are coming home. Close the alarm. I guess we don't really need that. I was going to add an alarm for the periapsis and then go do something else, but why bother? There's Mother Kerbal. And we are up. That lack of sound means we are coming down for a landing. So let's... actually, we don't want to control from here. We want to... Oh, don't tell me there's the bug. There we go. Undock. That would have really sucked. Yep, and we're basically ballistic. We are coming down. At least it will be like early morning wherever we land. I don't know if we're over water or not. We can't really tell with all the clouds. But things are going to start happening here. Jeb is happy. Bob and Bill. Bill looks content. I think Bill's getting used to spaceflight. Bob, still not 100% sure about what's going on. Got a little bit of flame licking the craft here. Hopefully the rest of our rocket won't come back and hit us. That would kind of suck. I got to take a screenshot of that. That is pretty cool looking. Big mountain. Oh, is that the mountain that I think it is in the distance? The mountain that's north of Kerbal Space Center? That'd be kind of cool if we came in close to Kerbal Space Center. I doubt we are. God, this game is so pretty. But there we got some islands off to the south, or actually that's who knows what all that is. Let's look at our map here. Yeah, we are coming into an area that we've basically never been to before. It's the big crater. Looks like we're coming into the ocean. Yep, Bill is back to being scared. Jeb is excited as always. Yeah, that's what that is over there. Those big tall mountains are actually the crater walls. Okay, I'm going to physics warp a little bit, get things going. Yeah, looks like we're definitely coming into the ocean. Once we get to 10,000, I'll turn the physics warp off. And then once we get to 5,000, we'll pull the chute. And we will come home. Should probably do a crew report. Keep the data. Okay, we are at 5,000, pulling the chute. That'll definitely slow us down. Look at those mountains. I assume the rest of our craft burned up or exploded somewhere ahead of us. Guess we can crank up time till we get to 1,000 or so. And there we go. Everybody's safe. Ready for another mission. This time to Minmus for the actual mission. Jeb, you're the guy who likes this the most. Do an EVA report. That's worth nothing. How about a surface sample? Yeah, there you go. Keep the data. Okay, let's recover Jeb. Go EVA. Do the same thing. It's crazy that they do that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a surface sample. Keep that data and recover you. Might as well get surface samples from everything. Each one of them, as they get out of their pod, takes a surface sample. It's giving us science. Race. Yeah, this thing is so heavy. Actually, we could probably do that. There we go. EVA, Bob. Take a surface sample. And then grab on. And actually, let's try an EVA report now. It's still not worth anything. Oh, there we go. Oh, surface sample. Okay. Yeah, it's worth nothing. Okay. Get back in, and then recover your vessel. Probably not going to get much science from this either. It wasn't really a science mission. This was a working mission. But we get 16 for recovering the vessel and some stuff for his work. So, okay, well, I think that was definitely a successful mission. We still really need these orange tanks to have a really good Kethane mining operation. But more importantly than that, I think, is efficiency. We need to really up the efficiency. Otherwise, it's just not worth drilling Kethane if you use half of it to get it into orbit, into a useful orbit. Our rover did pretty well. I would be up for building another rover, getting better rover parts. And I'm starting to feel the pull of space planes. If for nothing else than to see what's in the middle of this tech tree. I've kind of split my tech tree into 2 parts. But I think this is the obvious thing to research right now because we need more efficiency. So we're going to research this, and we'll be ready for next time when we start going to Minmus. And we've already prospected 5 areas, so it should be pretty easy to get a mining operation going there. But that's all going to be happening when, as 5th Horseman, I will, as always, talk at you later.